What is up guys, Jack Gardiner here and welcome to another plugin walkthrough video. I hope you enjoyed the tune at the beginning of that featured Owain on keys. Thanks again, man. If you aren't familiar with Owain, he is the guy that produced and mixed my album and played keys on it since and all that kind of stuff. He's an absolute freak. On that note, thank you so much guys for the support that you've been showing me already on Escapades. I'll leave a link for it down here. Before we go into the main walkthrough though of this plugin, I just want to ask you guys, please make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click that little bell for notifications. I make tons of these kinds of videos, you know, and a load of educational stuff. And I share my own music, so, I mean, it means the world to me. Guys, it's super hot here in Switzerland at the minute, so I apologise if I look like a sweaty such and such. Yeah, it's really warm, I'm sure it is where you are as well. Without further ado, let's go and head over into the main walkthrough of the plugin. Okay then guys, so now that we're over this way then, let's just take a look at the interface that you are faced with on the Cory Wong plugin first. Now, if you're familiar with Neural DSP, this is very much a sleek, very modern design that they've got going on with these plugins. So I'm in the amp section, as you can see now. This amp actually is the Clean Machine. It's probably my favourite amp on the plugin in terms of just the versatility of it. You know, you can put pedals in front of it and it can really scream like you heard at the end there with the lead sound, or you can just use it as a straightforward kind of clean amp. We have 3 amps in this one, so as well, the cool little function I should point out is that you have the option to use the match cab if you keep it linked like that, or we can unlink it and we can swap cabs from the different amps. So let's go to the left first, let's keep that cab. This is the DI Funk console. Now what this is based on really is what a lot of the bands, especially in like the 70s and 80s, you know, in the funk and soul genre, in fact even in the band which I session with, China Crisis, what they would do is actually just plug a guitar straight into a desk. That was how you got that really kind of crystal clean funk soul type sound. Michael Jackson's another example of that, you know, Luther Vandross, these kind of dudes, they would often just plug a guitar straight in because it sounded cool and stylistically it fits. What that would often have on it then is like a compressor built in, or you know, like there they've got a tube saturator. I guess that's to add warmth and like a little bit of distortion, you know. It's just awesome. On this, obviously, we've got quite a lot of controls as well. You can go really in depth with the frequencies you want to, you know, build on. So that's the DI Funk console. I did use that a little bit throughout it. We'll see as we go through the patches and when we can actually hear this thing. And then the final amp that we've got with this one is the Amp Snob. Now, I didn't actually use that this much myself. I'd love to have a bit more time with it maybe. But yeah, this seems to be, again, based on like a boutique amp, but it's got drive built in if you want it, you know, like it's more, I'd say, to the rock blues side of drive. You're not going to play metal necessarily with this, although someone out there probably will make it sound insane, I'm sure. But yeah, that amp, it sounds nice, but I just didn't have enough time to really mess with it. Now if we move to the far left though, This is what I've been dying for ages. This is a wah pedal. Now, you can actually plug in a MIDI controller if you want and control this with your feet. I don't have a MIDI controller, so I was using the auto wah function, which is down here. Yeah, Neural DSP, thank you so much. I've been after something like this forever, especially in the plugin. It's just such an awesome sound. That's what you heard at the beginning of the track. So yeah, super cool addition. But not only that, we actually have an envelope filter as well, so that was another sound that you heard right at the beginning. That's something which I've been after for ages in a plugin as well. It sounds really, really nice. We've got a compressor here. We've got, I guess, like a tube screamer type overdrive, or pedal rather, and then we have an actual overdrive pedal, which sounds really, really nice. Over to this section. This is the EQ section. This is super handy for picking out certain frequencies, like, you know, if you're on like a loop patch, you can put in that low cut if you want in there, you know. We also have this section, which is across all of the Neural DSP stuff. It's super cool being able to choose from loads of different mics. I've opted for the 57 and the Ribbon 121. Yeah, the Ribbon 121. That's just a super common pairing in real life, I guess. And then finally, we have an awesome reverb, which actually has a shimmer if you want on it. That's really popular at the minute. And there is a delay, which is awesome. It's got two different voices as well, so you could set, you know, one time on the left for one time, shall we say, and one time on the right, totally different, as I've done there. One's on quarter notes and one's on eighth notes. It's just really awesome stereo delay. Now, guys, let's hear what it actually sounds like then. So we go through my patches. Here's one. This is called Clean as a Whistle. So I'm just using the Clean Machine amp here. I should point out at this moment that there is a tuner inbuilt into this. As you can hear there, my E sounded a little bit flat. It's obviously all MIDI controllable as well, but yeah, that one is the typical funk soul kind of sound to my ears anyway. I'm sure some of you guys might have recognised that tune, but yeah. Sounds really clean and really transparent as well. I love it. If we move along then, what's my next preset? Crazy Wah Fuzz. I love this. So you can obviously like do the whole shred thing with that wannabe Guthrie stuff, but it will come in super handy just as almost like bluesy kind of sound. Moving on, DI Auto Wah. Goodness, this one is. I think this is one of the patches from the beginning of the track. So. See how that, I mean, if I get rid of the auto wah on that, let's just hear it. You can hear it sounds like a really cool DI, like 60s, 70s. I've got a filter on there as well, so let's just turn off the filter. See how there's not much to it, but it works. I've got a compressor on obviously on the front there, and it is being compressed in the DI Funk console already, but yeah, I mean... It's very much that kind of characteristic of the 60s and 70s stuff. then, what have we got here? Ah, that is the filter intro then. So this was the whole thing going, what was it, even with the slap guitar. I'm sure some of you might recognise that. But yeah, again, it's so much fun to play with. That has the auto war on, I think. Oh no, it doesn't. It's literally just the filter. Works so good. I mean, I could sit with that tone all day. That is me all over. So much fun. Right, moving on. That's just the same kind of thing. I think maybe I added. Oh no, that's the auto war instead. That can sound super cool. Yeah, another tone I could sit with forever. So let's have a look. So this one is called Full Smush Lead. Okay, so this is the amp snub. Let's just have a listen to that. Very much could be used for like a bluesy type lead. I'm going to split the coils there. So. Almost sounds like a fuzz, not necessarily an overdrive. Ah no, I've got no pedals on in front though. But I mean, I suppose you could even if you wanted to go full on. That's starting to sound like a fuzz. But yeah, I did make a little note where I've said roll off, so let's just see what that sounds like. I'm sure it's just going to mean it cleans up really nicely. Really nice. Moving on. Okay, that's just another clean example. I have so many of these clean patches for you guys, so again. So yeah, that's the one from the beginning of the tune, I think. Yep, I've just got a compressor on top of that. Let's hear it without it. So a lot of the characteristic of the tone actually is coming from the fourth position compressor. I'm sure what Corey's meaning by that is this, it sounds wicked. Or maybe I'm being an idiot, I don't know, you tell me, is it this one instead? So both of them sound nice to my ear. Super nice. Okay, moving on. This is a patch which I've made for you that sounds a little bit like Tom Misch to me, if you're familiar with him. He's an awesome what would you call it? Is it neo soul? I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, he's just got such taste and groove and feel. It's what a load of the kind of Instagram guys I think are like trying to achieve in terms of the same sounds as him. He loves to pull behind the beat and stuff like that when he solos. It's really, really cool. But yeah, let's have a listen to that. It's quite unforgiving though, as you can hear there, or maybe it's just my playing's rubbish today. I think that's actually really better suited towards the single line kind of stuff, but yeah, I mean, it still sounds really nice. Okay, so Crush DI is the next one. So this one, essentially, yeah, I have just boosted the compressor on the DI console, and I've added the compressor on the other thing, so let's hear that. Let's just hear. Okay, so that's kind of a flat kind of tone. It's really unforgiving as well, but I mean, I'm sure, like with the lick at the beginning of the tune, you know, it's going. It's designed really for that kind of sound. It's very, very old school. Cool low as well. Definitely has a use. Now, this is the kind of closest I can get to a modern lead. I guess let's try the one with delay. That's the next one. See what you guys think of this. So I am putting on the big rig overdrive in front of the clean amp. Okay, so with that, I mean, it almost sounds a little bit mouthy. Obviously, I can't pick that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's got an element of that to it, shall we say. Let's move on then anyway. So this, again, I think this is another kind of Tom Misch kind of sound. So again, except there's no reverb or delay, that's quite unforgiving. But yeah, I mean... Again, single line stuff is going to work better. Really cool. What's the next one? And this is, yeah, I think this is the last one because the other one's just, again, another kind of Tom Misch S-tone. This is Start Me Up Blues lead, I've called this. So let's just hear that. I love that tone. I mean, there's so much subtlety to it. That's hard to say for a Scouser. Let's try that again. Really, really cool. Guys, thanks again for checking out this video. Really, with this Neural DSP product, I think it's the most versatile one if you're not a metal player exclusively, you know. I would definitely use this on all of my kind of sessions for, I don't know, pop stuff, funk stuff, soul stuff. I wish I'd have had this actually for the album. Why couldn't you guys have done it quicker? But no, thanks again to Neural DSP. They've delivered the goods. I think we were dying for a kind of versatile, clean amp, and the Cory Wong one, without doubt, is the king of this for me anyway. So guys, thanks Neural DSP and thanks Cory Wong for coming up with such an awesome product. I think it's really, really cool. If you are interested in this, you can literally head over to the website, download it. There's a 14-day free trial. You can try all of these sounds which you just heard today. My presets should be in there. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know which was your favourite tone. Let me know which is your favourite fail in terms of the playing. So I'm a bit rusty today. But yeah, guys, I'm always intrigued to hear what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click that little bell for notifications. My name is Jack Gardiner. Until next time, cheers.